All right, all right, all right. Welcome. It is time to enter the city of glass itself. Kerosene. Our people here are exploring the wonderful world of Lux. Been raised and educated as heroes. Within it, a world that, while Big Invest also is fairly disconnected. Um, Not a lot has been written about it, and there are many legends of the types of things that are beyond the hills and mountains and plains. And one such thing that our people were not quite aware of is the City of Glass. They went ahead and rescued a caravan that was moving towards the city and had been ransacked by, it seemed like, a goblin party. Um, and th- they seem to have made a network of tunnels that allowed them access at a constantly moving base of operations to raid the people who were around. And after burying some dead, found there were creatures that like to dig up the graves and eat the dead, seeming like a little ecosystem has developed because of the constant raids and deaths. And the only surviving way seemed to be with being a very large caravan, as they passed one that had around 50 wagons. And ultimately, they found themselves admitted to the city with a little fanfare. They were known a little bit and were able to be directed several places. And the one they found to be the most interesting here was going into the Shadow District. This is a place in the City of Glass where the manipulation of light through the crystal structure has made this place entirely within shadow. And most people get around by these special red glasses that they were able to buy off a helpful little man who then showed them to their destination where they wanted to drop off an egg. And as we picked up our, or as we pick up today, we are entering in the um, the ionic columns of this building. So that you push forward. Your glasses giving you the vision of gray among these large columns. Just past what is visible from the outside, you can see rows that support this building that go at least 30 more feet that have various scratches, some that range from hairline and others to deep gouges at least 2 inches thick.
Um, Looking at the scratches, do they look like they were made by creatures entering or exiting? Like, if
Mm,
you're running your nails through something, you can tell which
right.
direction they go.
Give me a survival check.
18.
From what you can tell, it seems they were made by creatures that were attempting to get out, and by the depth and the angle, it's as if they were trying to hold on to something as they were being pulled further into this place.
Oh. And taking out my own claws and comparing the size, can I tell the size of the creature?
I mean, there's various ones, but you're looking specifically the one. The largest one, you guess, might be maybe 800 pounds.
And do we see the scratches on all of the columns?
All the cons have various scratches. Like I said, some are very thin.
Right.
These look like various animals.
Okay.
So the idea is that, yeah, there's like some, like maybe it was a bird, others it could be something very big.
But we see these different kinds of scratches on all of the columns between.
I mean, there's probably some that don't have it.
Oh, okay.
But it's it seems quite practically all.
And are they on the floor as well?
The floor doesn't seem to be as marked, no.
Okay.
Though I would say with that same survival check, you can see the floor seems to be maintained.
Gotcha. Now I'm just curious about something. I don't even know if this would work, but if you look at something, is it can you tell if something has been mended? Like, are there traces of anything?
Give me an Arcana check.
My Arcana is awful. This was just a random thought as I do. I mean, is a 10.
10. You're not able to tell one way or the other.
Okay.
Generally speaking, I would say depending on what was mended, there's chances. Like, for instance, something that has been inscribed in a pattern, one mended, that pattern is not going to return. Because it can't redo the intellect needed to do that. It can just make a piece. So something like that, you'd be able to. The check is basically trying to compare and see if there was places where, oh look, here's maybe a pattern that is not continued. But you're not able to see it with that. So yeah, I would say you could, in given certain circumstances.
Okay. Well, this is it's interesting, to say the least. Like, several things. I don't know. Maybe they were trying to get out and they were dragged back in, or they were being dragged in and were trying to not get dragged in as they were going. I don't know. But that sure is a lot of scratch marks. And it's odd that they saw fit to kind of maintain the floor, but left the columns for looking at. Almost like they wanted you to know for some reason.
Wanted you to know what?
That they're here. Or maybe that's part of like the menagerie part of it. Like maybe this is intentional, leaving all the scratches on all the columns.
Were you able to tell?
Well, I'm just guessing. I don't know that it was intentional. I just thought it was what?
Let me take a look at it. I want to try to investigate the markings. See if it looks like these were done sporadically or if they look very intentional.
Okay. Yeah.
So I roll a nat 20 for a 25.
So Okay, they seem to be too random, and the everything matches the idea of something trying to be pulled in. Here, there doesn't seem to be. You don't think someone was trying to fake it.
Yeah. I think this was not intentional. This looks like someone was pulled in.
Oh.
And
Sorry, I didn't like there are no scratches on the floor, but there are scratches on the columns. Why remove the ones on the floor but not the columns?
To keep people from tripping, yes.
Yeah, maybe.
Gouges in the ground, uneven footing. Yes.
that part then probably does look intentional then, correct? Or no?
Well, I think you can decide it's
Okay.
intentional or not. Like whether it looks intentional, that's sort of
Oh, I was just
you can
going
find it
by the
odd.
markings I saw. Okay.
Matt mentioned scratches, and we have not let go since.
No, that's how it goes. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well-
Yeah. Well, I don't think there's anything to see here regarding the scratches. I think if we're gonna go inside, we need to go inside.
Well, yeah.
The scratches are like a warning sign, like keep out or beware or aggressive dog.
Look, that one. It's like I think this is like now you know you're at the menagerie. Like we keep a whole bunch of different animals in here, and this
No
is how you know.
trespassing.
I'm telling you, I don't think that's the case. I'm very sure these markings were not an intentional advertising idea.
That or somebody didn't recognize the no trespassing sign and they trespassed and regretted it.
Now that part's probably true.
I'm the one carrying the egg, so I walk in.
Yeah, I'm going in too. I was just waiting.
Oh no, wait up! Your legs are too
inside.
big.
Okay, so you begin moving right in. So perfect. Pushing through this area, you there was another 100 feet in where you see these columns. After the first 50, you can see some of the columns have actual cracks or have been somewhat shifted off, as though something large had hit into it hard.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah, it's like a downright all-out brawl went on in here.
Definitely. I think we should definitely prepare ourselves for some type of, scruffle.
Wait, really? I thought we was just here as delivery people. I thought this was a place of business. Like they sold animals and stuff and creatures.
Well, I think something grabbed somebody and pulled them in here, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe they bit off more than they could chew when they were buying a dragon. I don't know.
Do you think we'll get eaten?
No.
Well, that's always a possibility.
no.
You should never
No.
say never.
So
What?
it's just dark in here, right? We're seeing all these, cracked columns, and like nobody has approached us, even though this is supposed to be like a place of business. Correct?
Mhm.
I'm just going to very loudly. Yes, I am Unak of the Night Class, coming to make a delivery on behalf of No Eyes to one Dalen Dark Shadow.
Rings out. And then see a place where there seems to be intentionally no columns, a stone floor, suddenly drops down, pieces of it creating a circular staircase down.
Goggles on. I can see. I proceed down the steps.
Yep. Same.
Don't forget, Mouse. We've got to go get our book after this. I don't think there's anyone here to stop us.
Yay.
Okay. Then you, after only 30 feet of stairs, you come down to a very spacious undercavern. You see troughs and a tilt and line to the floor that seems to be designed and is currently running different types of animal feces all away. And you see cages all around that have a menagerie of creatures within them. Coming up to you in their own glasses, you see a 2.5 foot gentleman.
Bless you.
Has what looks like heavily patched clothes, especially around the knees and elbows. Has various implements and what looks like maybe even cleaning. It look like could be weapons. It's hard to tell around their belt. And a rag around their head. All right. Yeah, I said you had the delivery.
Yes. Yes, we do, actually.
Excellent. From Noah, you said.
That's right.
Does this person have ringed fur, ears, and a tail?
Looking very carefully, you see their tail does seem ringed.
Okay.
They have their rag over their head, so you can't tell the ears.
Because I want to make sure we don't just accidentally give this over to the wrong person entirely.
That's a Thursday move, all right.
Yeah, are you Dalen Darkshadow?
Yep, that would be me, and this is my menagerie.
Yeah.
So, how do you know No Eyes?
Oh. Well, we've been traders for a while, actually. We've gone back and forth, and we had a short romance at one time.
Oh,
Short.
Insight check.
yeah, I definitely want to inside check that too.
Go for it.
Oh no, 5.
23.
He seems to quite believe what he's saying.
Yes, just to confirm, could you describe No Eyes? I don't want to mistakenly deliver her package to the wrong person. Yes.
Oh, sure. Let's see here. Last time I saw her, blind,
Yep,
beautiful. I'm begin to describe her.
So how did you two meet?
Oh, in the field.
In the
Back when
field?
we both were, when we both were trying to travel Lux in search of our own, you could say, way to make in the world. I was very interested in animals and creatures, even the monsters. And to her, it was what the ground itself could give us. What you could even make from the waste or the fur or hide to harvest them humanely. Her people hunted them a lot, these creatures, and she was a bit of conservationist, you could say. Wanted to
Did
find
you-
ways to safely. Yeah. Good.
Did you ever run into any hydra or geese?
She told me about that that goose mother. That's wild. Wild. I never knew that some of the more interesting monsters could contaminate or change a beast. That is really interesting. I was always asking her to give me some blood. She could never do it though.
Wow. Did you two have a falling out, or why did you split up?
She was called back to her people, and living there was not for me.
Oh,
All it takes is one person to sneeze, and I'll get squished. Not good. Not living among giants, and she would live nowhere else. So, kind of, we're at impasse.
well, have you two considered writing letters? You could do
We-
long distance.
We write letters, but found it best to be business partners, to trade, the romance. Well, it's not possible. She's made her decision, and I guess I made mine.
Do you think she'd be willing to give you a sample of the blood?
She's refused many times.
Oh. Well, she's probably just playing hard to get, and you just need to write her another letter. Just
At this point, she could go professional.
I mean, she sent you this giant egg, so that's something.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
where would you like the egg? Yes.
that is a big egg. Yeah.
Twice your
Follow me. We'll go to the nursery,
oh,
and following him past some cages, there is another area that you feel the heat increase noticeably, and there are currently 11 eggs that are on like straw beds, and there's a space, a very large space, ready for a 12th.
As we're walking before we get into this area and we kind of feel the heat change, I go up to Mouse real quick and I kind of whisper, like, I mean, it's up to y'all, but maybe this guy know what you need to do to kind of take care of your own egg, if you want to ask.
oh, right. So what do you know about these geese, hydra, and what their needs are?
I don't really know much. Haven't been able to study it. No, I mean, generally eggs like heat. Certain temperature, though, you have to be careful.
Yeah, you don't want to cook the egg.
No, and then like there's dragon eggs, which are a whole nother story. They don't even need heat sometimes. It's tricky. Especially since a dragon egg doesn't always give you a dragon. You can get a kobold. You can get something else. It's very, very. You got to be very careful in how you treat the egg.
Oh, wow. Mouse, our child could be anything.
Yes. How do you determine a dragon egg from another? Yes.
And there's ways.
Yes, that is what I am asking. Yes.
Certainly. You can enroll in my classes. I do host them. It's 50 gold a class. If you'd like me to, I can arrange a special dragon class if you want.
No.
Yes, I'd say probably identifying dragon eggs. That might be 10 classes total to really understand the nuances of it.
Oh, you got like a free pamphlet that you give out for this class?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
I don't do it much for free. If you want me to identify an egg for you, I can do that. Only about it depends on the egg, but anywhere from 10 to 25 gold,
Oh,
depending on how in detail you want the description.
Mouse, do you want to? She
No,
kind of.
no,
She's
no,
just whispering.
No.
No.
No, because if he finds out what kind of egg it is, he might want to keep it.
Well, no. I think he made it pretty clear that he was asking about the other thing. I don't think he'd steal. He's a business person.
Well, he might aggressively want to buy it.
I guess so. I'm just curious about making sure we're treating Goldie with all the care we can.
Well, I don't know. Maybe.
So I'd be glad to help.
He heard that. Well, he already knows now, Mouse.
Listen, you pay my fee. That is my promise to you of ethical. I would not get far if it got around that I was not ethical in my dealings.
Well, I don't want to do it if you don't want to do it, Mouse. But just something to think about.
Yes, you said 10 to 25. How do you determine which to pay? What is the scale of descriptors?
Oh,
Yes.
Let's do with 10 is probably basically off the top of my head what I can tell you about your egg, if you want, if it's about eggs, and then or animal, and then the 25 really comes into me weighing it, taking things, giving detailed instructions. If there are for instance, some things like, as they said, dragon eggs, that would be telling you how to treat it to get various results.
Yeah, sounds pretty useful, Mouse.
various results. You mean like depending on how you care for it, determines what you're going to get out the egg?
Oh, yes. It's actually very, very difficult to get a dragon out of dragon egg. Only the best of us can do that.
Oh man.
The best of us.
And
Come on, Mouse. What do you think?
well, we're the best, right?
I think we are. I think we're up for the challenge.
Yeah, we're the best moms ever.
You think you have a dragon egg?
Well, we don't. I mean, Mouse.
We don't really know what kind of egg it is. It's kind of special.
Yeah, the egg kind of called to us, and so we're their mother, and we just want the best in the world for our little Goldie.
Yes, the Almiraj is out of the statue now. You may as well do it. Yes.
Yeah. And if you're going to do it, you might as well do a 25. You need help paying for it?
I mean, well, I'll cover the cost, Mouse.
We just got paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll use the money. We just got paid.
Okay, so why don't I do 13? You put in, or we could do 12 gold, 5 silver each.
Yeah.
Would you accept that? If
So you-
that's what you need?
How much are you giving total?
Well, he said he needed
25.
25.
25 gold. Okay, perfect. Okay.
Mouse and Hazelnut are splitting it.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, sounds great. Let me see this egg.
Okay. So
we
I
want him our golden egg.
all right. Yeah. So what does he look like when we show him that this is a golden egg?
His eyes get very wide.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness.
And that's how Thursday lost their dragon egg.
This is exceptional.
That's our baby. Be careful.
Believe me. Amazing. I'll give you 250 for it.
Nope.
Okay. Had to try. All right. I can tell you right now that this is extremely rare.
Really?
An egg like this can only be laid by very few creatures, and only those who have a pretty big ancestry that's encased in magic. And it's only possible for such a creature to lay one of these a year.
Wow.
Wow.
Are you saying that Mouse and I have a little god baby?
Well, I mean, it's not celestial, unfortunately.
Well, that's fine. We will love our little baby no matter what they are.
So I assume you want to get something living out of it.
Yeah.
Very, very hard to do, but it's not impossible.
What do we have to do?
I'll tell you. First of all, even with all my instruction, there's a 25% chance that actually, sorry, a 33% chance that it will have nothing in it when you're done. You will kill whatever's inside.
What?
It's very difficult.
Wow.
So, and he kind of holds it. You've actually done quite well.
Oh, thank you.
Well, we've kept it warm and told it
Mhm.
stories.
Some nights I even wrap my little tail around Goldie.
So actually, at this point, it's a 50-50 chance. So either it's going to have something nice for you, but to get it to truly be alive, we're talking about a 5%, okay?
Wow. Okay.
50-50 that it's alive and 5%
No.
that
50-50 that it's nice and 5%
Oh.
that they're
Alive.
alive.
Oh. What else can come out of an egg?
It's kind of strange. It can produce a potion, like a liquid that you could bottle.
Oh.
It could act kind of like an oyster, and some of the essence can solidify to give you like a pearl.
So could you help us see inside the egg, like a ultrasound or something, so we can?
I can tell you right now, it's trying to become one of those four things, and if we do anything, all of it will evaporate. Or if we do anything wrong, I should say.
Oh.
So,
So what are the wrong things, so we make sure we don't do those things?
Yeah.
well, this is what I'll tell you. If you are looking for it to be living, on the living side of things, want to keep it around as much life as possible.
Okay.
Other creatures, especially those about its size, populated areas. Basically, as if you're socializing an animal, you kind of want to socialize your egg.
Gotcha.
That's your best bet. Then it will want to mimic what it's around. Some mistakes people make with these is if they put them around, some put them in an empty room, and then they're all upset when their egg is empty. Others put them in a safe with all these types of objects. They're upset when they get an object. It takes in what's around. So you want it around life as much as possible. Different types of life, specifically. Second is if you keep it around magic as much as you can. Performing magic around it will help it solidify it.
Oh, I could do that. And it's like Mouse digs through her little tiny it's not a fanny pack, but it is a fanny pack. And like pulls out a few seeds, rubs her hands together, and they bloom into little flowers.
Oh, I can do that too.
Yeah.
So she'll also cast Druidcraft and create a little sunflower.
Exactly. Put these things around it. It'll absorb the magic. Yeah. And
Okay. So around life, around magic, performing magic, health to solidify. Could I maybe cast some extra help on the egg? Would that help?
I would. And then finally
Must die.
is telling it stories.
Oh, we're actually going to go get a storybook right after this.
That could help.
From the
I
Red
would
Mountain
say
District?
telling. Yeah, you want to be careful with the stories you tell it. This is what I'll tell you. It will want to emulate your stories.
Oh.
So,
No monster stories, yes.
for instance, if you were into a lot of trickery, it might make something that's adept at that. If you talked about murder and bloodshed, it could be something with like some claws. It really depends on what you want to do. But I would just it can be many things.
I mean, what if you told it only dragon stories? Then you get a dragon?
I would emulate a dragon the best it
Oh.
could.
We
I said
should read
it's-
it everything. So it's
Especially-
almost like it'll be a jack of all trades type of person.
Especially romance.
It will be an animal, and you see this. This is metal. This is a metal egg, right? This is gold.
Right.
Something that lives the way you and I think of living is not going to be found within it, but something that can emulate life, something that thinks, and occasionally even looks alive.
And
can
feels?
be- Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's just not going to be of at least flesh all the time.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Is it a mimic?
Oh,
That's-
no.
That's what it's saying.
Mimics, their young is always done underwater.
Oh.
So if we wanted a mimic, we'd have to put the egg in the water.
No, that would not work at all. If you want a mimic, then you just buy a mimic from me.
Oh,
Oh, that's actually what's going to be my next question was, do you have any animals we could maybe purchase to keep around little Goldie here?
I mean, I won't
Maybe
put
a
a mimic
traveling
near it,
companion?
but personally, they like to eat everything. But yeah, I got plenty of stuff.
What if you did have this underwater, like as you were trying to raise it and hatch it? Would it take on like water properties or?
Yeah, good.
Huh.
Just be careful because it's still like if you shook it, the water was toxic. It's, I'll say this: love and care is what makes it more of a living creature.
Oh,
Gotcha.
right. Okay.
So the more you treat it like a thing, the more likely you are to get a thing or nothing. The more you treat it like it's alive,
Oh,
the more it will try to emulate that life.
So that means all of you need to refer to her as Goldie Dawn. I'm sorry, Goldie Dawn.
Berto is Goldie Dawn. Oh, okay. You're sure that's what you're going with?
Of course. because
Okay,
Goldie
yep.
is golden.
Goldie Dawn.
Yeah, just call her Goldie for short.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And how long do these eggs usually are they in egg form?
Incubate. I know that one.
Hmm.
We had chickens on the farm.
That's actually what's fun. There's not a strict timetable. You just at some point think you've done enough and you crack it open.
Wait, we crack it open? It doesn't crack itself open?
Yep.
My ears stand straight up on end.
Like I tell you right now, you crack it open right now, you got a straight up 25% chance that it's going to be alive. With whatever you've done.
Right.
I don't think Goldie's ready.
No, I don't either. Will she tell us when she's ready? Will she?
Nope. She
Will just be our intuition.
Yeah. Now I can take it to me. I can do checkups for 5 gold. I'm not going to charge you all this. I do 5 gold checkups.
Okay.
I can even help you. There's a method to it. If you want me to try to hatch, I could probably help you a percentage to get you what you want if I crack it.
Could you help us speak to her telepathically?
Mhm. I will say if you, I could try to help. Sort of. I can. We can get some probably emotions out of it. For my services at birthing, I would just take the shell. You can have the contents.
I mean, I look at Mouse. I mean, yeah. I mean, if Goldie comes out alive and well, I think a payment would be in order for all the information, don't you?
Yeah.
If you are interested in more draconic influences, I have no idea what's going to do to it. These things, I've seen one, and I've helped with one. And I've heard of one other that someone messed with that is reliable. Although they're mostly legends, it's very hard to get these. But I could sell you a pseudo dragon if you would like to have it near something like that.
Oh, I think definitely Goldie needs a play date, like a friend, a traveling companion, for those moments when Mouse and I are having to do something that's
Really. And so is really the wrong wood. I can hook you up with the services and you can hire one.
fair enough.
Pseudo dragons don't eat eggs, do they?
I mean, a lot of things eat eggs. Pseudo dragons are no exception, but like most things, if you agree for them not to eat your egg, they won't.
Okay.
Could Mouse and I interview them? I mean, if we're going to hire this individual to be our nanny, it would be.
I
Yes,
have
pseudo
2 that
dragons.
aren't hired right now. So
Okay.
what'd you say, Unak?
Yeah, you said hire. Are they not their own beings to choose whom to travel with?
Yeah, I'm like an agent. I can hook them up, and they are their own beings. But I mean, I guess if you convince one to be with you, that's fine. You want to make a friend with one. I'm just saying, I have some who are hire themselves out, and they usually with me.
Would these individuals be able to speak to us if we can speak to animals, or do they have a different language?
They communicate telepathically for the most part.
Gotcha.
They do know Draconic, typically out of just inborn results. Though one that I have here, Phyllis, she does know Common.
Oh, that's useful. I know I speak Draconic, but I don't know if Mouse does.
No.
So one that
Infernal,
speaks Common would probably
Primordial.
be better. I speak Primordial. Do you have a Primordial speaker? Or a Common speaker, I guess is fine.
Yes, Hazel. He said.
Well, like I said,
speaks common.
it's more. They more understand it, and then they give you how they feel. Listen,
Gotcha.
Phil! And here's Phyllis. And you see this red draconic-like creature come and land the long stinger, and he pets him. There's my false goddess. All right. And she's only about, I'd say 5 inches. Right? And she kind of curls around the fingers. Yeah, they wish to interview you for a job. She's interested.
Ooh. Well, I'm Hazelnut,
I'm Mouse.
and this is our child, Goldie. And we were hoping you might be interested in traveling with us to help keep Goldie company for those times that maybe we're pulled away briefly, just to make sure she always has someone nearby that can talk to her and keep her company. And
You I think it's curious if it's okay. You say keep company. It goes from wondering if they can eat it, and then you say no, can't eat. It kind of goes to how would one keep it company? Is one thing you think it wants to know. Curiosity.
mostly, if I understand correctly, just being nearby her, being able to speak to her or just talk to her, even if she doesn't talk back, just so that she's always aware someone's nearby and that they're here for her.
You see,
My mouse and I will do that, but there are going to be those moments when we're not available, and I don't want her to go long without having someone nearby.
you both see the image of a calendar
Okay.
in your minds as it stares at you.
Yeah. Well, he didn't really say how long these things take, but what do you think, Mouse?
Should we start with a month?
Yeah. Would you be interested in maybe a month, and then we can renegotiate if it's necessary?
Makes a rasping purr.
I think that was a yes. Okay. So what
And,
type of
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
so speaking of what kind of payment or for a month of this type of work would be appropriate?
You see an image of 30 gold pieces on a table.
Okay. I think that's pretty
Hazel, I know doing like a month by month trial is really tempting because you don't know if it's going to work out, but usually like an annual fee is a little bit less.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure if at this time we could afford the full year,
Yeah,
but when we do renegotiate, we'll probably have more money. So I think a month makes sense. We can start that.
How much money did we get from our job?
I've
It's
already
like 30 a piece or something like that.
Oh, that's right. We're here for that.
No, it was 50
50 a piece. Okay.
because we thought it was 250 split
That's
amongst
right.
all of us.
Yeah, that's right.
So I know that we have plenty to cover this. If we both put in 15,
Yeah.
because like right now I have 79 gold, 7 silver on me, so I know that you should have plenty. And that's after paying for the, reading.
Yeah. I think that makes a lot of sense. We'll do a month now, and then after we do a couple jobs, hopefully within this month, make some more money, we can renegotiate for longer.
Yeah. All right. I'll take out my 15. Go ahead and put it on the table.
I'm gonna take out my 15 and put it on the table.
And it kind of flies off, comes back with a small bag that it's holding. And I think the bag is only like 2 inches wide, but all the coins fit.
Nice.
A mini pack of holding.
I want to keep this, Phyllis.
A coin purse of holding.
Goes, So now tell me, you're going to be around town?
We'll probably be coming through here because I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe we can take some work. Where are we going again?
We have work to do. We have
Yeah.
goblins and zombie and undead to look into.
Well,
Yes.
that sounds good to me. Maybe we can pick up a job while we're here, though, and then we can circle back around.
I would be interested if you could. Would you be willing to collect specimens for me?
Oh, gosh, yes. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't speak for the group. But catching animals, yes.
I mean, like alive?
Yes, preferably.
How dangerous are these animals?
Well, that's the whole thing. It's more on your own. You find creatures, you bring them back.
Oh, I love this. This is like one of those starting quests in video games where you get to go and explore Lux and figure out all the different species that are here.
And then you come back with I will work out a fee. And part of it, and this is the interesting part of going for me, because I trusted you, so, and this thing's in good condition. And interesting, you didn't look at it, which I really like.
Yeah,
I'll
she
give
asked
you and something that it can be very helpful. And we'll say after 10 jobs, it's yours, whether you continue working or not. If you would end our arrangement after 10 jobs, before 10 jobs, I just need it back.
Okay.
Fair.
Yeah, what is it?
Well, you all seem to like animals so much. You can have some friends. And he takes out this tan bag. He puts it on the table.
Yes.
They're very rare.
Oh, yes.
Yes. What constitutes a job if we're just meant to gather specimens and bring them back? Yes.
Yes.
Do we put them in the bag?
No, that's a bad idea. No.
Oh, how do we get them back to you then?
That is part of your job to figure that out.
Oh,
You can make cages. I mean, whatever you want to do. I usually have them custom made, but again, you take care of those types of things.
okay.
Certainly, anything like if you have to have a cage constructed, we can negotiate as long as you didn't do something silly with the cost. I can reimburse you what's fair. I'm not gonna. I can't be responsible for you getting taken by somebody though. But yeah, that's essentially our arrangement. And so, in per creature, we'd figure out the. Let's see here. We'd figured out the precise value of it, and then I would give you gold based off of that minus the cost of the bag. Essentially. And we'd split that over 10.
Nice.
Yes. What do you do with the creatures that we would be bringing? Yes.
I do many things.
Are you going to hurt them?
I try to do things in a way. I don't harm my creatures.
Yes. The scratches on all your columns seems like they're trying to escape. Yes.
These things would rather be free.
Could you tell us about your work?
Sure. So some of what I do is I procure and others buy them from me. A lot of times it's pets and others for various research purposes to try to harvest them. I do a fair amount of harvesting to those I can handle. And listen, I'm not going to mess with you here. It's entirely possible someone buys something and slaughters it, whether for meat or for other things. But that is rare, as it's usually better to learn how to milk them or similar.
Do people ever buy creatures from you because you think that a special part's going to help in the bedroom, but you know it isn't, but they're paying gold, so you sell it to them anyway?
The most I do, Listen, the most I do is I might add that to what's already in value to help close the sale, but I never up the price with it.
Right.
Can I ask you a question? Would you be open to an arrangement where anything we bring here would only be harvested for things that don't include like slaughter, but rather stuff like where the animals are kept comfortable and like, you said providing milk or whatever. I don't know.
Sure. So, I am open to this. I'll just be right up front. You're not the only ones which I would have that arrangement. It does lower the price that I can give you. Sometimes no, because I would never do anything, and it's fine the way it is. But the more, if I have a limitation of how I can use it, it would affect that. But other than that, then we're good to go. I work with several that demand humane treatment of what they give. No, I being one of them.
This is more of a group decision. But I was just curious.
Said, I mean, people do eat meat, and but I would definitely. So when they can say no slaughter, I'm like, all right, have fun with your steak.
That's a valid
Okay.
point.
I will
don't
say
want them to be
anything.
tortured.
Anything that, like, on a scale from 1 to 20 has like a 3 on the intelligence scale or higher, I don't. Really.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think Mouse kind of hit the nail on the head. That mostly just not wanting anything to be tortured or.
Yes, I don't see how he can guarantee that once the beast is sold.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, maybe I don't know.
Listen, honestly, if you want to put stipulations, that's fine. It just affects what I can accept from you, as well as the price. And if you're willing, if that's what you want, that's fine.
I mean, I'm for it. Like broad strokes, this sounds interesting. I'm kind of curious if there's like something out there that you don't want.
I mean,
Like,
certainly
don't bother going
not
after
not mundane animals. I'm not interested in. You want ones that have been touched by the dragons.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
I mean, other than that, honestly, like I said, the rest from there really just depends on your pricing. Having another breeder in my mimic collection is always good. I can always do a lot with that. Those, I actually established a way to stunt their growth, which is very interesting. We call them mocks, and they're a very popular tourist gift for children.
That is so cool.
Huh.
What about owl bears? What's your position on those?
Whoa! I mean, if you listen, okay. So first of all, if you're doing an owlbear, you're gonna want to send somebody into town. Tell me, I'm gonna have to work with you on the gate to get into the city. We definitely, some of those scratches you saw are owlbear scratches. They're nasty. But we're gonna want to come in and sedated.
Oh,
It's gonna be a little bit of a process.
I mean, did you have any to sell or to hire?
Not to hire.
Hazelnut?
What? I just
But are you
cool.
interested in buying an owlbear?
Friend.
Yes, Hazelnut, we can always go back for the one that nearly ate us, if you really truly
Oh, that was an owl.
wish
Yep, sure was.
to try and own an owl.
Never mind.
So yeah, my next 3 owlbear babies are taken. We'd have to go in for a 4th, if you wanted. They are rather expensive because
You can settle an argument I had with my brother. Do owlbears have eggs or just regular babies?
they give birth live.
Knew it. Owlbear eggs are a myth.
Oh, not me looking at the MCDN manual. All right.
Not every person that's played BG3 being like, "What the fuck do you mean?"
Oh, they an eggs in BG3?
Yeah. You can trick this one lady.
My
into
world!
taking- You can trick this one lady into taking an owlbear egg as a Gith egg.
Oh no. Oof.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing
All right.
that. I'm gonna say,
So what about the egg we brought you? Was there? Is that one good?
yes, it came in good condition.
Cool. All right. Mission accomplished.
Yes, we have goblins,
Yeah.
jagged edge, and the undead problem that we
It's
still
what
need to
got
look
me
into.
interested, because I know there's certain creatures, especially things that survive near undead. They're nasty and dangerous, but quite valuable.
All right. Well,
I'd be curious. I've heard things of strange steeds that goblins use.
Really?
I've never had one before.
So it would be like a steed that someone my size could ride, like.
Hazelnut, if the goblins are your size and they ride them, yes.
Bring me something, but yeah, just whatever you find. And like I said, I mean, I'll accept or not accept all those good things, and we'll work it out. But in that case, this bag is yours to use.
All right, I'll just pick it up. We'll share it.
I still don't know what we're supposed to do with that.
I don't either, but
Okay.
I'm sure.
Oh,
we'll figure it out.
sure. Sorry, I'll give you instructions. You put your hand in.
I put my hand in.
Oh boy, you. So you feel a bunch of soft balls.
Oh,
Goes okay. You take one of the balls out.
take one out.
Now, everyone stand a little back here. Throw it.
I throw it.
Okay.
Oh,
As you throw it, it begins to grow larger and larger.
Owlbear.
Immediately.
Amazing. And where's my freaking dice? There's a dice. Okay. Like all the dice on my desk. Go.
you said it was a tan bag?
It is, and I rolled, and it grows. It grows to 5 feet, then 7 feet, then 8 feet into a black bear.
Holy shit, that's the biggest black bear I've ever seen. That's like grizzly bear size.
Oh wow. Hi.
It's still medium, yeah.
I wave. Is he friendly? I cast speak to animals. Hi there.
Oh, hey there! Comes up and licks. How's it going?
Pretty good. Are you friendly?
Yes.
Good. That's.
I'm glad
that's
to be of service to you there, Hazelnut.
Oh, you know me. That's nice. What's your name?
My name? My name is Penny the Woo. I was just giving me some money, and then I'm here, and I'm like, oh, bother.
Does this bear have a mohawk? Oh. That got me.
Well, there, and I see you've got Unok, Zarian, and Mouse with you. Very good to meet you all.
Yes. Will you always be coming out of this bag a lot?
Well, apparently, I don't know. I don't know. I've never come out of a bag before. Was I in the bag?
Yeah, you were in this bag here.
Oh, well, interesting. I don't know. You have to find out, I guess.
All right.
Hopefully, I've gotten a chance to eat breakfast this time.
Can I just confirm that Penny the Woo addressed us?
Well,
In
Or did we
bear.
hear bear speak and Hazelnut heard that.
Hazelnut was the one because Hazelnut's doing peace.
Just making sure that we just all hear
They
Penny
just
the
know
Wolf.
all. They know all your names. I'm brilliant. Where they're they are friendly to all of you, so I'm going to say they all know your names. This particular bank.
Just making sure that we didn't all just Hazelnut starts growling and then it started in common.
And this is kind of like a community bag, just so y'all know. So we'll share this. I just apparently threw a bear. Okay. Well, cool. Just stick around with us. I'll let them know that you're cool. All right. And I turn to the others. This is Pity the Foo, the bear. And
Pity the Foo?
I thought it was Penny the Woo.
oh,
I like Pity the Foo though. That's great.
I thought you said Pity the Foo. That's why I,
like
made the
Pity the
mohawk
Foo.
Because
comment.
you just swapped the letters.
Pity the Foo.
I swear I thought that's what you said.
It was Pity the Woo, but I like that one better.
Pity the Foo.
I'm switching it now to Penny the Foo so that there's
Penny the
not
Foo.
I don't get confused later.
And he's a friend of ours, and he knows all of our names, and he didn't know he was in the bag, but he said he's here to serve us and just hang out. So I told him just to follow us and be cool
Yeah, he'll be your friend till dawn.
until dawn.
What will happen at dawn?
That's not to ask those questions.
What? Wait, is he going to die?
Does this bag
No.
slaughter all the animals that we pull out of it?
Oh no, that would be inhumane.
Does that mean he's gone forever?
No, it's no.
Okay.
How many bears are in that bag?
Listen. You know, it's the nature of it is it's hard to tell.
Like, what happens if you take the bag and you just dump them all out at once? A whole bunch
Don't
of
do
birds
that!
just pop out?
No.
Oh.
You ruined the bag.
Oh,
You ruined the
Okay.
bag. It'd be very, very bad.
Okay. We'll just put up the bag for now. So we can do that again after dawn, and there will be another friend.
Oh, you can do it 2 times before dawn.
Oh, we can do it twice. Anybody else want to take one?
3 times per dawn.
Anybody else?
I'm good for now.
Mouse, you want to throw one?
No, I'm good.
All right. What about you, Unak?
I feel like it's already going to be tough going back out there with a bear
Yes,
now.
with a bear.
Well, I didn't know it was going to be a bear. He said to throw the thing.
Yes, best not to have a menagerie of animals following us, yes?
Well,
mean, that's-
I just put one of these out. It's really up to you. Now I know you've made friends with Pity here,
Yeah.
but I mean, if you want a chance at having some smaller creatures, I do have another one.
No, I'm already attached to Pity the Food.
Okay,
so,
then we're gonna keep you in the tan one. That's fine. That's fine.
um,
Because nothing small comes out of this one.
yeah, that's fine. We like large creatures here. All right. Well, do you have like a coat and a hat we could put on him so nobody suspects he's a bear?
I got a red T-shirt.
There we go.
There we go.
Flawless disguise.
Let's see, and a gold chain. There you go.
Uncle Jay.
Pity the Fool.
I really hope Penny the Foo's bluff checks are like plus 30.
I hope Pity the Food takes the form of all the animals.
This game is everything I want it to be right now. I love it so much.
All we're missing is a tiny little piglet.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, we'll try to sneak him out. People aren't mad about bears here, right? They're not gonna like attack a bear, right? If he's with us.
Actually, here. There's a license to go with your bag.
Oh, cool.
This gives you permission. If you do want to walk around in this, there is tan collars that will shape to your animal's neck. This just identifies that they are magical and under your control. It also means you're responsible for everything they do, since they do listen to you. No, they're still animals, so like if you're not directly messing with it, they'll just sort of be themselves. So be careful.
Okay, so I since I have 10 minutes on that spell, I just ask permission if he'll let me put the collar on him for his own safety.
It's pretty. So let's go for it.
All right. So go ahead and put that on. Okay, we're good. Anything we need to do here? I'm gonna just hang out with the bear in the background.
Anything? Anyone else have anything they wanted to do here?
No.
No.
All right. Well, I guess we're off to find a bookstore with Pity in tow.
Yeah. And what was the other thing we had to do here before we go get the goblins?
To confirm, it's Penny the Foo, right?
No, it's
Not-
Pity.
Not
The Pooh.
Pity. Because it was Winnie the Pooh. He
Right.
swapped the names, and now we've started saying Pity instead of
Yeah.
Penny.
So it was Penny the Woo, and then but Jackie heard Pity the Foo.
Oh, I heard him say Penny the Foo.
So
No,
we
I said
landed
Pity.
on Pity the Foo.
Okay.
The Foo.
I just want it for my notes.
Pity the Foo is what we're going with, and he may change his voice.
Fair
when we
enough.
Start to go.
I see. Now I understand the second joke.
See, I thought this was.
I was
I thought
so
Matt was
worried.
making the joke, and I was here laughing. I was like, "Why is no one else finding this
Well,
funny?"
I was making Winnie the Pooh joke.
Okay.
And that's what I was doing, and then you heard it as the A-Team joke. And
Yeah.
then it's
Yep.
sort of-
Nope.
We went from
I
there.
heard it as Penny the Foo. Like I thought Jackie had just misheard the last name.
Okay.
It's all good.
Well, as we're
Yes, this is funnier. I'm for this.
Okay.
Now that I'm on the same page.
Cool.
So, as we're heading out, I kind of say to the group, all right, so we have this metal egg that takes on the properties of the things that's around, and it was impressed upon us that we should keep it around lively things. Do we still want to go on the undead hunt?
Well, one thing I want to say, I mean, we are cool with addressing the egg as her, right?
Oh,
Only because I don't want to call the egg it, because he was like, "Hey, don't treat the egg like a thing, or else it'll be a thing," right?
right.
So if we treat them like life, but
Well-
it didn't matter to me. I was mostly asking.
Is it they until we know?
Maybe. I was just going by the name Goldie Dawn, and so I don't really
Right.
care either way. But
Sure.
Yes, but seeing as he said that Goldie will already have a high chance of being living, I don't know that the undead that we fight and kill would really affect Goldie.
5% chance of being living.
5% chance of being good.
No, 50% chance of being good.
Yeah.
I'm
that
so
was it.
confused now because
I was also confused. But yeah.
it was like, 30% chance of it being nothing, but then it was 50-50, so I thought it was 50% chance of it being alive,
Right.
50% chance of it being
It was
a
so
thing.
he was so I'll clarify this. He was talking from in general what this thing is, and then was giving more examination to what you've already done, and that was changes to diagnosis. So it was in general, this is what this egg is. Now your particular egg has these chances, and he had already given you the general chances. So the official ones between being good and being nothing is 50-50. Because it's not going to have something that's not good. It's either going to be nothing or a good thing.
Okay.
I don't know about you, but I think Goldie's going to be good.
Yeah.
And so it's breaking within the 50% of it being something, there's a 5% chance of it being alive.
If it's something good, there's a 25% chance it's alive.
Okay.
Oh, 25% chance. Okay. Unfortunately, traveling with us, there's a 100% chance that if it's born alive, it is chaotic good.
Phyllis, do you know if Goldie has a preferred pronoun?
How
Or
would
if you
Phyllis know
haven't
that?
reached that
I
stage
don't
yet.
know. I just don't want to call the egg it if we're trying not to refer to them.
Well, I think you're already talking about they them. So
That's fine with me.
Yeah.
Okay, so they them. Okay.
keep it general, and then they can choose because I trust you guys will have a good one. So we'll make it live. Yeah.
All right.
All right. But back to my question, like I leave it to Hazel and Mouse to make the call here. But just being around undead when we're in combat, like, does that hurt the percentage chances that it comes out? All right.
Does what hurt the chance?
Honestly,
Like
I mean, I have. It's more the day to day. I think if you're by undead for a few hours, it's probably not the worst thing.
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
Now, if you lived with them for weeks, I mean, yeah.
Gotcha.
so as long as they're around the living, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm talking, people kept these things like in a safe for months, like with no contact, that type of thing. So
Right.
Gotcha. Okay. So
I just didn't
we're
want
really good
us. I just didn't want us fighting undead things to like lessen the chance of this working.
Right. Good point. That's a good question. Thank you.
Okay, so we can. So I think we're gonna go to the bookstore. We were supposed to go. Shoot, who was we supposed to go find? I think I wrote it down. The Master Hall and the Octarine Ward,
Mm-hmm.
because they were the ones that were assigning bounties for Bognaut, Queen Bognaut, Scourge of the High Road. So I don't know if we need to talk to them. That was just an option presented to us.
Yeah, I mean, we might as well if we're here. And
And the more time we're here, the more time we're spending around a whole bunch of people, which is good for the egg.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yes. Are we still getting a book to prove that Hazelnut can read? Yes.
Yep,
Oh
gosh, I forgot on the that was a list. That's on the checklist.
Or if Hazelnut can read the storybooks, does that count? Yes.
I can read.
We're about to find out. To the bookstore.
amazing. Yeah, so you go ahead and you are able to get yourself way away from the Shadow District.
Cool.
So you're with your pseudo dragon,
And bear.
Phyllis, and Pity the Foo.
We're now looking for the Azure Line
The Azure Line.
for Charlie's characters.
And then the Red Light District.
Oh yeah.
Did Heart set on that? What
What's
do
the
you
name of that
even
book?
want to find there?
There's a book they recommended we get.
A sexy book.
Heart. Okay. What if you hatch a succubus? Huh? What then?
What? What are you talking about?
If you read them the stories from the Red Light District.
Well, that's not the only book we're getting.
Right. We're gonna get other books.
Yes, I think you're not realizing how expensive books are. Yes.
I mean,
Come to think of it, I've never purchased a book before.
they can't be that expensive. It's just words on a page.
Yes, and how do they get there?
Like
Yes.
scribblies, scrabblies.
Yes, that means a person has to sit there and put the scribblies individually on each book. It is a long and tedious process. Yes.
I mean, maybe, but they can't be that expensive.
We're going to have to get my first reader books in a bunch of different languages.
All right. I can read them Draconic and Giant.
Yes, I also know Draconic and Hadozi.
I vaguely remember this poem in Primordial on how to remember the directions.
All right.
I speak primordial. What poem is this?
Well, you know, maybe at the bookstore they have like a whole section for like beginners, like or like books specifically for kids.
Right. Like books on who do you want to be?
Like baby's first book kind of thing.
Baby's moral dilemma.
Yeah. Baby's trolley dilemma, stuff like that.
When babies have to choose between being evil and being good.
Yeah. And probably like everybody poops or something like that.
Yes, Mouse. In regards to the directions, I grew up learning never eat soggy wineberries.
Never eat soggy. Oh, I get it. Yeah.
All right. So, passing the multitude of colors, you pass from the shadow to blue line. You see one district that is guarded and gated off, where all the colors seem to shimmer within all the buildings. And you hear this is the Borealis district.
Oh. Nice.
Ooh.
Does it look like nighttime here?
Here, no, just is the rainbow color.
Gotcha.
So when you say it's like closed off, does it look like it, like people could enter if they had like the right?
Yeah, it's more like
Info?
guarded and gated.
Gotcha. Okay, not like
That's,
sectioned off from everybody. Like, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and people walking in, they've got like you see that they take out outer coverings that are like regular clothes, and they walk in with like pure white clothes that reflect the rainbows.
Oh, nice. We got to get stuff like that so we fit in.
Well, I mean, like, fancy city folk always have a place where they can all see who's the fanciest and who has the most stuff, and then they all separate themselves from everybody else so they can pretend they're more important.
No, I will not. It looks expensive and frivolous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, there's probably like a whole bunch of people living in there that are in debt up to their eyeballs, but they don't want to admit it. They're
Why
just
wouldn't
like spending all their money, pretend they have all this stuff, but
What's the point of pretending?
so that you can get into the place with the shiny clothes and the rainbows and stuff. Pretend you're better than everybody else.
All right. Do you see anything here that looks like a bookstore?
We got to get to the Azure Lion. That's where the bookstore is. Then maybe we
don't-
can ask.
I mean, I've never seen a bookstore, so I don't.
Well, it's probably got a bunch of books in the window. Let people know.
No, that doesn't make sense. You had a reader, but you haven't seen a bookstore?
I didn't go buy the books.
Did you ever leave your castle before coming to the night class?
Yes, actually, I spent a lot of times out in the forest. That's where I learned how to hunt, and I learned how to make arrows and climb trees.
So never to a city, no?
Well, Icornia is a city.
If the only places you went were your castle and the forest, then you didn't ever actually go into the city.
Yes, the trees were buildings.
Like they were hollowed out and people would
Yeah,
live
some of them. You could go into them, and there were staircases and interesting machines that would take you up and down.
Well, then again, I've not been here before, so maybe their bookstore might look a bit different. But bookstores, they have like a display window where you can see a whole bunch of books and probably a sign that says what was it? What was it? Something characters. Charlie's characters on the side.
Characters.
Maybe it has like a piece of wood hanging from a post that's shaped like a book or something to let you know this is the place.
Oh, that would be clever. So I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for anything that looks like a giant wooden book.
Bookstore.
Okay. As you continue here. Oh yeah, so you do find the blue light district, which the blue line rather. The blue line seems to cross-cut the city. And there's several lines, but the blue one goes from the northern piece, giving it about a third more of the city before it would go to the wilderness again. And it is a line of the blue light about 500 feet wide.
That is definitely the Azure line.
Yep, there it is.
Nice. Let's go inside and see what all's there.
I think you mentioned that the buildings like change colors as with does the street also change colors as we pass from one district to the next?
Yeah, it reflects within the buildings on the street.
That is so cool.
I'm not sure blue is my color. Looking for. Also, maybe we can look for something to eat. I bet they gotta have a lot of good places. What if each color like had their own type of food? It was like special to that color. We'd have to go around and try them all.
I'm in favor of that, actually.
That might just be wishful thinking.
Do any of these buildings look like I could climb them? Because it occurs to me that I'm more used to climbing in cities to get where you need to go, because usually doors are on like the 5th level.
It's like anything. You could try to climb them.
Is there a no climbing sign right next to the spot she picks to climb?
Oh,
No. I mean, in other words, does it look like they were meant to be climbed, or does it look?
I
like...
gotcha. No, they're not designed to be climbed. No.
Okay.
I'm just wondering if she couldn't read it, and so she just started climbing.
I can read.
Go find the bookstore.
Yeah. So I'd say with that, let's go ahead and take our break, and then we'll get back to the bookstore.
Cool.
Alrighty. Back. Well, anyone watching? I don't know if anyone saw. We did put on Discord too that for the rest of 2023, we're gonna not be doing the reviews because we have children at home and need to wake up at 6. We're children. So we can go to bed. And we'll get back once the kids go back to school. And we can sleep while they're at school. Oh, sometimes. So, with that.
Bookstore. Bookstore.
Here we go. So, Upon the Blue Line is a celebration of, it seems, everything of intellectual pursuit, a mixture of workshops, what looks like small buildings in which you can see desks as if people being trained and taught in very niche types of work, as well as there are taverns here and there, though there is a large shop that in and of itself is 5 buildings. It seems that they are connected, some going up, some going across. There's a glass bridge that is transparent that goes between 2 sides of it. This is a shop that takes 2 sides of the street. That clearly has worked into the crystal itself what looks like covers of books that can be seen from the outside.
So it's like a skyway?
Yes.
All right. Does it look like a festival's going on, or does it just look like a busy day?
It's just a busy day. It's not necessarily a festival of sorts.
Okay, that building right there looks amazing. That's got to be like a mega store, right? You have to have everything there.
Yeah. If everything you're looking for is books.
Oh, that's true. But I mean, while we're here, we might as well look at everything, right?
Sure.
Yeah, to be clear, it does look like the bookstore. The Skyway is one bookstore.
Oh, okay. One huge bookstore. Okay, got it. Now I got it. All right, yeah, let's go check it out. Is this Charlie's Characters?
Well, let's see if you can find the sign.
Is there a sign?
There's no sign. Though somebody walks in and through the door, you do hear a voice. Welcome to Charlie's Characters. I am Charlie and you are a character, so we are good. How may I serve you?
We're looking for a very delicate book. We're told it's in a special section.
Delicate, like tears easily?
No, it's supposed to have a lot of romance and interesting romantic plot lines.
Are you sure you do not want the place that is red and not blue?
I think we do want the red place. Is this the red place?
This is the blue place. This is the blue line.
Oh, I got my places mixed up. Okay. Yeah, well, we'll still check out this store.
Yes, Hazelnut, we need a storybook.
Right.
A storybook of adventures.
But no monsters. Yes.
Preferably no monsters.
Then what should these adventurers be adventuring about?
Baking.
Friendship.
Yes.
Friendship.
Friendship.
Ah, yes, friendship. I have just the thing. Here we go. Kind of goes in. Ah, yes. My little flump. Yes, about friendship being magic and the powers of such things.
Is there what about traveling pants?
Let's see here. Yes, the Arcane Fellowship of Traveling Pants. Right here.
Mm. What's that one
Darian,
about?
is that a favorite of yours?
My sister liked it. I never read it ever.
Yes,
It's
apparently
like-
it's this whole group of wizards, and they share pence. And it all tells about the things that they do from being arcade masters and their various responsibilities. And apparently, one of their children really did not like them and reported it. It's very crazy. One dealing with all types of drunkenness. It is many stories interwoven.
Very interesting.
Yes, that is delivered through the speedy couriers. They came through Nogrins often.
You've read it?
No, that story's real.
Oh, it's a real story? Wow.
Yes, one of my friends, Zemna, she sends the pants all the time.
Where are they
There
now?
we go.
I don't know. I'm not part of that organization. Yes,
How do I sign up?
I think that it's a group of friends. You would have to befriend them all. Yes.
That was just an example. We could find other stories that might work better.
Well, I like this. You said you had Friendship of Magic. What's that one?
My
about?
little flump. Yes, friendship is magic. My little flump.
Let's get that one.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Yes, it's about all these flumps, and they have these little marks on their rumps, and it gives them special powers and tells them what to do, and they all communicate in the cutest sounds.
Oh, I know what our egg's gonna be. Wow, I like that.
Are there pictures?
Other pictures. There are a few illustrations, I think.
Okay, definitely we're gonna put that one in the pile.
Okay, my little plum.
I guess I didn't know that's a lot of tentacles.
Yeah, it's not that close. It would be a flump.
All right.
So they do a lot of wordplay. It's very fun.
So we have a book on friendship. We also need a book on morals, ethics.
For beginners. Like babies.
Okay, let me see here. So ethics for babies.
Yeah, like the boy who cried dragon, or the
Or don't kill mommy's friends.
What?
Ethics. Maybe we should
Yeah.
also get a book on who mothers are.
like what to expect when you're expecting.
Yeah, like that.
Let me see here. Okay. I've got some things here. Let's see. I've got the Gnome's Dilemma.
The Gnome's Dilemma.
The Paladin's Pledge of Punctuality, but
Mhm. Well, what about? Are there any books that have mouse characters or squirrel characters?
Let's see here. Yes, it's about. Oh yes, yes, it's a bunch of mouse, squirrels, and other animals that there are rangers, and they go to rescue people.
Oh, I like it.
The gnome's dilemma isn't like a sequel to Sophie's Choice, is it?
And I just got it. So they
Oh,
rescue people, huh?
mm-hmm,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. Let's see here. What else do we have? Let's see the back of this one. Magic and mystery are part of their history.
Mm.
It's about their legend is growing. They shout out to knowing about the gummy bears. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Gummy bears? I don't know what those are.
And we definitely want our baby to have a really good vocabulary. So, books in different languages would be nice.
Like a beginner's book.
Begin those.
Like, is there a book that teaches the alphabet of another language?
I see. Like the ABCs.
Yeah, like how to count in another language.
Let's see. We have Saraven to Varan, an Elvish counting guide.
Oh, I don't
That's
speak
a good
Elvish.
idea.
Yeah.
Neither do I. Let's add that one to the list.
We have let's see, the Heron and the Toto.
Nice.
Where the wild floofs are.
I like the sound of that one.
Here we go. If you give a kobold a cookie,
Ooh.
I like that one.
That sounds really interesting.
the bard who cried encore.
Give a kobold a cookie.
Yes, what are the prices for these?
Let's see. 25 gold each.
Each
Yes.
for a book?
See, yes, Hazelnut, I told you.
Oh, we can't afford this mouse.
Tell
Do
you
you
what,
have-
this one's on clearance for 10 gold. A rogue on the shelf.
Yes, do you have a book that is a collection of short stories? Yes.
Told by a goose mother.
Let's see here. A collection. Those so a compendium of sorts. I'd have to look. Maybe you could commission such a thing.
Okay. Do you have like a bargain bin or that we could maybe returned books, used books?
Used. They're quite valuable.
Okay. Well,
Okay, let's see here. Compendium. Here we go. This is more expensive though. This would be 35 gold for the whole book.
okay.
Whimsical Chronicles: Tales for Tiny Adventurers.
Okay, that sounds promising,
Yeah, and we could split the cost.
right? Okay.
Um,
So how many
and-
stories is in this one?
10 stories, many of what I actually was telling you about. They're more compressed, not as many illustrations,
Nice.
but more just, let's see, we've got, Goodnight Moonbeam, Goodnight Room with Mimics,
Oh, nice.
The Sorcerer's Sorbet Stand, A Lesson in Fair Play, Peter Paladin's Peaceful Garden.
That's okay if it doesn't have that as many illustrations. Goldie can't look at them yet.
That's true. When Goldie, comes out into the world, then we'll get some more picture books.
Perfect. Okay, 35 gold then.
All right, so that's math. 17 gold, 5 silver, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. And if you really want to, I mean, I guess we could go halvesies on that magic friendship book.
Ah, yes, my little flumph.
That's just another 1250. I don't know.
Mouse looks at her very almost empty coin purse.
Okay, well, we'll get that on later.
Yeah, we still need to be able to get food.
Yeah, that's true. And we'll get some more jobs soon. We'll get more books. I think 10 stories is a pretty good deal for, we can like spread them out and just read a portion every night.
Yeah.
That's
Yes, you
almost
can
like a
also
month of
tell-
stories.
Yes, you can also tell Goldie just stories of your childhood.
That's true. I do want to do that too.
I mean, you could have just made them up.
No.
Oh, listen, you could not make up such classics like the Curious Goblin's Market Day Mischief.
That is. Wow.
Well, someone had to make them up.
Oh, I'm just saying you couldn't make it up on the fly. You could author them, of course.
Well, I like this book. I think this is going to be great.
Yeah.
What language is it in?
Common.
Just checking.
They're all in Zemnian. Do they have the Cotton Prince here?
Nope.
All right. So that should take care of that. Is there anything else we need to get for Goldie while we're in town before we leave? Like, I don't think there is, but I've never had an egg before.
Wait, well, sorry, what was the question?
Well, I know that eggs, that they provide their own food. And as far as warmth, we've got that taken care of. What about like a satchel or a?
Because I'll give you a choice. Actually, you can have a free one since you're. It sounds like you're educating a child of some type.
Yes.
All right. I've got it's a selection of 10. I'll let you go. There's a smaller volumes. Plus, they are a bit damaged. I've got the Polyglot Pixie and the Lost Lexicon. Scribe's Scroll, a tale of written words. Let's see here. The Bardic Ballad, the melody of multilingualism. Inferno Ink, lessons from the Fiendish Fluency Forge. That cover a bunch of types. That might sound good. If you want them to be if you want to have some fun, we do have the Silent Shadows, Rogue Sign Language Cipher. Dwarven Dialects, a tale of clashing consonants. Druidic Dialogues, the Whispering Woods. And Enchanting Eloquence, the Wizard's Linguistic Legacy.
The multilingual one, is that just teach a lot of languages?
Oh, the Bardic Ballad? Yes. It's a song itself that has many of the languages. So it's like 1 through 10 and your ABCs in song in about 10 different languages.
I mean, that sounds pretty good.
And having it as a song does make it easier for the youngins to learn.
That's true.
Yeah.
So that way they'll have all sorts of languages.
Yeah, so it's sort of a language songbook. Here you go.
I mean, if it's okay with you, Mouse, I don't want to make the
No, that
decision alone.
sounds good. And thank you so much.
Good customers. Come back. They always have new things coming in.
Oh, do you have a recommendation for a good place to eat around here?
Are you looking your food cooked to cut it off the still living creature? What suits your fancy?
I didn't even know that second one was an option anywhere. But cook sounds good to me.
Okay. Cooked food. Mm,
I guess you could only cut it off a living creature like the one time, right? Like then,
if you're not into it, you best not ask questions.
yeah, that's fine.
Preferably a place that wouldn't mind our bear.
Bear friendly, pet friendly, yes. Then only one really comes to mind, and that's all welcome.
Oh, I like that. Oh, welcome. Sounds good to me.
They tend to have the meal of the day, and it's mostly what they have. Not much selection per day, but it varies if you go there. Never or rarely eat the same thing twice.
Do they also sell stuff you can travel with, like pre-cooked meals
Uh,
that you can put
Yeah,
over
the
fire?
MREs.
no, that is an interesting thing. Someone should figure that out. Maybe a arcanist of some type.
All right. Just checking, because I know we're going to be traveling soon. So Right.
Hardback is a traveler's friend.
all right, so y'all want to go grab something, and then we'll head out to find our job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, grab something and then go talk to whoever's at the
Oh,
master
right.
hall.
That's right.
See if we can get a lead.
Yes, Mouse, what happened to your fire berries that you used to eat?
Fire berries?
Yeah, good berries.
That's Oba's.
Mouse is also a druid.
I
Oh,
don't
you
make-
make them too?
No.
What did you not say you did?
I did take good berry. But if I did take good berry, they'd be very spicy.
That's why I called them fire berries.
Why is this the first time hearing of this?
Why is my mouth sweating? I don't.
What do you mean? Sweating.
No, it's just spicy good berries sounds.
I mean, it sounds like we've already got plenty of food. So, what? I mean, if we got these good berries, we're pretty good.
Well, I mean, look,
Berries are delicious, but they don't replace the taste of fresh fish roasted over a fire.
Okay.
yeah. Because I mean, we might be relying on rations and good berries while we're out wandering, but this is an opportunity to try something new, maybe.
Okay. Well, let's go.
Which way to all welcome? Is it in the Azure line, or we got to go to another color?
Talking, where you looking for?
All welcome.
Oh, welcome. That is in the Azure line. Yeah.
Okay.
Taste the rainbow.
Yeah. That's a great slogan. They should have like you know how you have pub crawls? Maybe if they had like a eatery crawl, that's taste the rainbow.
Like a buffet that you could
Yeah.
eat as much as possible.
Or like there could be a contest involved. We need to get in touch with their tourism department in this town. See if they'll buy our ideas. But first, we gotta go make sure it's worth it. Let's go to All Welcome and see what they got.
I'll follow Zarian.
Travel.
as we're walking, yeah, Hazel, that book you got. What's the first story?
Oh, I don't know. I think Mouse has it.
What is the first story?
No, Mouse, you're supposed to give to Hazel.
I'd give it to Hazel. What is the first story?
The first story is the Harengon and the Turtle.
Have you heard that one before, Unak?
I think he's too hungry. He can't.
Sorry, my mom was asking me about the dinner plans for tomorrow. What happened?
I was just asking you if you'd ever heard of the Harengon and the Turtle.
No, not offhand.
Maybe they fall in love.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to you reading that story to us, Hazel. I'm sure it's going to be great.
I'll let Mouse read that one.
Oh, that's kind of you.
Though, now that I think about it, it might be similar to the Lagamore and the Horizon Back.
What's that?
Is it like a sequel? Is one come after the other?
It might have just it might be a similar story, just with the animals changed or the characters changed.
You mean like someone plagiarized one of the other and tried to sell it as their own? They just like changed the name of the characters?
I don't know if the Lagamore and the Horizon Back was ever published. It was just something I heard as a child.
Oh. So whoever the one that was that wrote this could have gone around just listening to people's stories and then writing them down and claiming them as their own.
Well, I know my reader read me some great children's books. Like, there's one about a wildebeest.
Oh?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
No, what is a wildebeest?
I mean,
I don't know.
there's no describing the wildebeest in the story about the wildebeest.
Well, I think it was a romance. I don't know.
Oh, your reader read your wildebeest romance stories?
Yeah.
Was it like was there anyone like kind of monitoring what your reader read to you?
Well, no. That one she would read after she had her nighttime juice.
Oh, got it. Yeah. I honestly do not want to delve further into that story. I think we'll just stick with the Harengon and the Turtle one.
As we begin walking, Mouse opens the book and begins reading. Once upon a time, in a sun-dappled meadow on the outskirts of the enchanted forest, there lived a wise turtle named Tormund and a swift hare named Hespera. She continues on as we walk.
I'm listening.
The meadow was rumored to hold a hidden treasure, a prize of great magical significance. One day, Hespera, known for her incredible speed, and Tormund, revered for his patient wisdom, heard whispers of the treasure. Both creatures harbored a deep curiosity about what wonders might be hidden in the heart of their home. Rather than choosing rivalry, the hare and the turtle decided to join forces, embarking on a treasure hunt together. Tormund's knowledge of ancient symbols and Hespera's swift reconnaissance skills complemented each other perfectly. As they journeyed through the meadow, they faced various challenges. A riddle guarded by a wise old owl, a thicket of thorns that required Tormund's slow and steady touch, and a swift river that only Hespera's speed could traverse safely. The lessons of
Told you it was a
cooperation
romance.
over competition became clear as they encountered obstacles that would have been insurmountable alone. Tormund's wisdom guided Hespera through the owl's riddle, and Hespera's speed helped Tormund avoid the treacherous thorns. In the end, after overcoming each challenge through collaboration, they reached the heart of the meadow. There, beneath the ancient oak tree, they discovered not just one treasure, but a trove of magical artifacts that shimmered with the combined energies of patience and swiftness. As they celebrated their victory, Tormund and Hespera understood that the true treasure was not the artifacts themselves, but the bond of cooperation they had formed. They returned to their meadow, sharing the magical artifacts with their fellow creatures and teaching them the invaluable lesson that cooperation could unlock treasures far greater than anyone could achieve alone.
Wait a minute. Our child's
No.
going to come out and be like, hey, I need to make friends so I can get treasure.
No, that story was nothing like the Lagamore and the Horizon.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Yep.
The Lagamore and the Horizon back is a foot race between the two,
Oh,
where the Lagamore gets overconfident because of how speedy she is in shorter distances compared to the Horizon back over long distances.
oh.
The Lagamore just didn't have the stamina to actually perform the long distance race that they agreed to.
Huh.
I don't know, this one was pretty sweet.
I
It's
agree.
kind of
They worked together.
So
it's
that's
kind of
great.
interesting that you had that story in a city primarily of Lagamore, and I applaud y'all for not changing the ending. Good on you.
I think the moral was to teach that it's okay to be different and everybody's good at certain things. Yes.
Yeah. Do I smell all's welcome?
Yes. Today's meal actually is a stew of rabbit.
Oh no, Onak. I don't know how I feel about eating that in front of Unak. I don't think that's right.
Yeah, Unok, if you could turn around, I'd.
Did they have anything
my,
else?
my ears come down.
They do have stuff left over. They have grilled squirrel.
Oh my god. I can't eat that.
Yeah.
There's only ever be foods of our animal types.
Yeah.
Mouse
Well-
skewers.
I thought this was all welcome.
It is. You're all welcome to eat my food.
Do you have like a veggie dish?
Yes. Of a bit of Ramsay berry.
Oh, come on.
Turns out it's more like all foods.
Ram's eye berry?
Yeah, it's the berries that grow. Just look like a ram's eye.
Oh, they're not actually ram.
No, they're berries. They're actually berries.
Okay. Okay. I feel better about that. I'll try that.
That's a berry cobbler. Here we go.
Yes, Mouse. Are you sure you don't have any fire berries?
It's actually really good. It's not intelligent creatures. It's the beasts.
No, not today. Maybe tomorrow I will have it.
I just have a friend who has eyes very similar to this, and it's going to be disconcerting looking them in the eye if I eat these. Yes.
Wait,
Let's
do
say,
they look like
you've
Boba
never
Fett's?
watched some of the Disney cartoons of eating burgers when you had Daisy the cow in there. I'm just saying.
No.
What is a
Otto would
Disney
want to
cartoon
date her, and
in
it was-
Lux?
I mean, don't we have,
Auto
like,
dog
snake?
eating turkey. Listen,
What about like bird or snake or anything? Fish? Yeah, fish.
that's all they got. They got the food. This is their
All
food
right,
right
I'll
today.
try the ones that look like Oba's eyes.
Yeah, it's a cobbler, so it doesn't really look like them because it's all cooked and
I
mashed.
feel like they're only offering us the stuff that we look like, so they do the same thing.
To
Like the
everybody that
elephant
walks
comes in, oh, we have his elephant today.
Zarian has like one of each.
Yeah.
He has no shame.
You can make an insight check.
Insight check? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Oh, actually rolled well. That is a 22.
Yeah, you get that. He's actually making up the meat names based on what animal you look like. He's
So,
literally messing with you.
You're messing with us.
Oh, I was with everybody. It's the best thing.
Okay,
Someone
what's
goes,
funny?
yeah, that's the. And somebody yells, "Yep, he'll never give you a straight answer. You don't ask what's food. You just eat it."
Okay, now that makes a little bit more sense. Okay, listen, as long as I'm not eating squirrel, I'm okay. So
I will tell you today. I'm absolutely serious. We don't have rabbit, nor do we have squirrel.
that sounds good.
Right. All right, bring them the mouse. I'm kidding.
I knew it.
Mm.
All right, I'll
Obnoxious
try whatever you
mouse.
got.
So they bring out fairly good food. This is 2 silver a person.
All right, put that down.
Silver.
Yeah, after we eat, I'll leave a 2 silver tip on the table.
Ooh. Sounds good.
100% tip must be really good.
I got like 3 different kinds.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. It's all the same meat. It's what you know.
You just tell them, like, oh no, this one's different.
It was all lion.
Yeah.
I'll still eat it.
All right. So, what'd you like to do?
How was the food?
It's delicious.
Oh,
Of course, it is.
Okay, that actually was good, Zarian. That was a good suggestion.
Yeah. Always nice to get a proper meal when you're in town. Because you aren't going to get one out there.
So, when was the last time you all were in a city?
Oh, probably school.
Well, I mean, before school.
Oh,
My home in Nogrins, yes.
What was your city like there?
Nogrins?
Yeah.
It's a wonderful place, yes. And you see my foot, or you hear my foot start tapping.
So it was nice. It was a cool place. I've never been.
Oh, yes. Plenty of people for me to help, and many like me helping around. The best place is at the heart of Lake Salwin, where the statue of Atherion, protector of Nogrins, resides. The mighty Almirage.
The statue?
Yes.
Is it a statue of a leader, or is the statue alive?
No, it's an Almirage, like a bunny with a horn.
Oh,
He is the protector of Nogrins. When the times came, he would protect us from whatever came to the shores to bring us harm.
things come there to bring harm often?
According to the stories, not often, but when they did, he was needed when things were most dire.
Well, I told you about the cities in Acornia, they're mostly out of trees. Do you have buildings there, or?
Yes, though none like these here, nor were they in trees. Just built out of wood, mostly. Some brick later on.
You know, you'd mentioned before that Nogrins had kind of like the Amaraj Guardian, and I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't really think of anything of it, and but I mean, technically, like the village that I'm from, we had a guardian. I mean, he wasn't like a central figure that came. Well, you know, to be fair, I don't know that it never came alive. I never saw it come alive to protect the village, but it always so it wasn't in the center. It was between the village and the woods. We always thought it was kind of like just a superstition thing. Like it'd been up as long as the village had, and long since we thought it was just kind of the first settlers there put it up as their own kind of guardian, but.
Oh, I've never seen a Therian come to life, but that is the stories.
Oh, I see. I wonder if every place where people settle has their own kind of guardian, or if does this city have a guardian?
Maybe.
Hazelnut Mouse, do your cities have guardians?
The moons, yeah.
The moons.
Yeah. The moons watch over us and take care of us.
So not an animal guardian.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
What about you, Mouse?
Well, our guardian is kind of the ancient priestess. She well, they say that the lakes and the water around where I live, well, used to live, was poisonous and toxic to drink or even be near. And she did this ancient ritual of sorts, and by sacrificing her life, she purified it.
Wait, you met her?
No. Just that, well, there's a statue of her, or what we think she looked like. I mean, the statue's kind of old, so it's been around since, well, before my parents were alive. So,
That's kind of the same way with ours. You just don't think about it much because it's one of those things that's always been there.
yeah.
Maybe when we get to the what was it, the Master Hall, that we can ask them if this city has a guardian's totem.
Is that where we're going next?
We're trying to find the Octarine Ward and the Master Hall.
Maybe the people in here know. I kind of wait for the waiter or whoever is getting food. Do you know where the Master Hall is?
The Master's Hall, you say? Yes, that is Octarine. If you take from here north, you eventually see the purple and orange that would go there. If you follow the main road, I would say best to hang a left by the statue of Zessas. You will see them, great big dragon.
Oh,
Wow.
It's the guardian spirit of this town.
Really?
there you have it now.
There you go. We were just talking about that.
Sure enough. I mean, all we had was a Rothe who didn't. But I guess if you have a bigger city, you probably need a bigger guardian. That makes sense.
So silly. It's not one of. It is a dragon spirit, we believe. I don't know. I think the city has built itself so much that they just made one up, but whatever. Certainly gives it the mighty crystal dragon, just as the spirit of all.
Oh,
Breathe the city into existence with a sneeze. I made the sneeze thing up. I just thought it would be fun.
oh, okay. I was wondering because that makes it sound like the city was an accident.
I think it is, but I'm kidding. There's a darker side when you get to the low light districts. It's no, I mean the Crystal Council does what they can.
Crystal Dragon. All right. Well, thanks for pointing us in the right direction.
Yeah. All right. So, shall we head there now?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Let's go.
Here we go. I kind of want to go to the way of the statue. Pass that by, see what it looks like.
I actually would too.
So we'll go looking for the Crystal Dragon statue.
All right. You go to look for the crystal dragon. Yeah. So following up, you do see the Octarine. And there. So it's interesting. The rest of the city is really like it's made by the light of the moon and the sun that kind of reflect and refract through. This place is the only one where the crystals seem to have their own light.
Huh.
It's generated from the crystals themselves, and instead of passing through, reflects out. And
How close? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
As you walk in, there's a large berth given to this large statue. Stands 50 feet tall. Depicts the dragon on all fours. It's 100 feet long. And the wings are folded back. And it looks with one side of his mouth is carved in like a snarl, and the other in a smile.
Are we able to get close to this to take a closer look, or is it like
you can walk? You can walk the way it's carved. You can actually walk under its mouth.
Yeah, I'd like to see if I can tell how it's generating light just by looking closer to it.
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh, Arcana. I'm going to guide myself on this. So that is 22.
2. You realize this and some of the other buildings, what it's generating is a very low level magical energy loss. This is essentially a very large battery in which individuals have poured their magical energy into it, and it seems to keep it. And it is such that it keeps it fairly well, but there is a burn off, a very slow drain percentage, and that gives off this Octarine light.
So it's kind of okay. So the power source is the magic itself, and it's just using it like a stored energy.
Yes, the energy slowly draining naturally.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked like it could be power to do. It could be used to power a variety of things.
How long does it look like this could power at the current state it's in before
if no one would use it for any other purposes and just do, because it doesn't power the light, right? That's a symptom of the energy drain.
Gotcha. Okay.
It would just naturally drain the 22. You'd think maybe 10 years or more.
Wow. So yeah, I just kind of mentioned that as I'm taking a close look. I kind of mention it softly though, so I don't offend any locals.
And so you see that like a lot of the buildings here are similar, where it seems like this vast amount of arcane energy has been stored. The 22, you get that should you know how to, some people here could actually access this and use it in the place of their own arcane energy to be able to essentially mechanically cast spells without spell slots.
Oh.
If you were trained to, and maybe given whatever it takes to access this energy within the district.
So theoretically speaking, if someone had crystallized things like this, but in a smaller form, like in an amulet, would it act as a way of storing a spell?
You could, yeah. You think someone could fashion such a thing?
Interesting. Okay. I mean, I'm definitely not chipping this. Like, all right, guys, let's chip off some.
Right. You have enough to where it's more than just the crystal. It has been fashioned and processed.
Okay.
There's sacred, ancient, arcane geometry involved.
And what was the name of the crystal dragon?
They had said it was Cersus.
Cersus. Do we know anything about Cersus as a dragon? Like a
No, you've never heard of them as one of the dragons.
okay.
That's when he was saying maybe they made up the set, kind of what he was referring to.
Okay. Cool.
And there's a reason why it's not of the ones that you were given. But yeah, following the directions, you can come to the Master's Hall.
Yeah.
Here you see there are several rooms that come off of a main, almost tavern-like space. People are drinking, and you see many ones who have similar, I would say, looks as to yourself. Rugged, adventurous, and many carry crystal necklaces around their necks with a single crystal pendant of various colors. They don't emanate light; they're more colored that way, by some other purpose.
Like religious symbols or
No, just a crystal.
Cool.
Coming in, you are approached fairly quickly by a gentleman with large steel horns from their head, and stands about 7.5 feet tall. Extremely muscular, has an large double-bladed axe in the back of his back. Business. Why are you here?
I cast guidance on Zarian.
Yeah, we just came into town, and we came across some travelers on the road that had been attacked by some goblin folk that kind of making their name for themselves as highwaymen, and we found out there were wanted posters for them, and we wanted to check in first to make sure that everything was all right for us to go and try and claim those bounties.
We have some neophytes who think they can take the murderers. People kind of laugh. Look to have suicide. You've got some of the best warriors in the land who won't go near that.
That's more gold for us. Fine by me.
Not if you're dead. But all jobs are free to the members.
So we need to be members first.
So
Is that what everyone's here is wearing? Is there a...
Yes, though from the look of you, you look pretty with it. How did you know of this place?
When we arrived, we spoke to a guard who was helping us because we came in with a larger caravan, and they said they made the trip before. And
of course, caravan escort. Hey, Zanchan, caravan escort. Want to further their options, and rather skinny-looking male with raccoon ears. Oh, I'm Zanchan. Come! You successfully completed escort for a traveling caravan.
that we did.
All right, that is you're in very luck. You get a chartreuse crystal for that.
Oh. Thanks. Do we need to wear
You're
it?
welcome. When you're in here, it is customary. It also lets everyone know that you're official. We like to keep to our own here a little bit, a lot of it. Yeah, no, we don't let other people in here.
Right.
But the crystal shows that you're welcome, and this is businesses. You know, we don't need people. Listen,
Yeah.
sometimes we all know that we do things that aren't the best. We don't need that getting out. So this is where people can relax and
Safe space.
Yes, yes, safe.
Do all of our party need one to...
Yeah, it gives you enough for everybody.
Oh, okay. I thought they just gave me one. I was like, yeah, I'll pass them out.
Nope. That we and that you now that crystal is yours, you have to keep it, and we will update your crystal should you do further work. Was there jobs that you were in? Yeah.
But before we answer that, these crystals, are these ways that you can reach us, or better put, find us?
Oh, no, this is just for membership. Eventually, to take certain jobs, you do need to have a certain crystal level, and those do have various enchantments. And for instance, if you're doing some of the work for the Royal Council, things that are more secret in the state, they require certain clearances. Those do come with locator spells. However, we do negotiate so they have other benefits as well to give you some make you sturdier against certain types of attacks. I commissioned one recently. Someone requested the ability to fly. We were able to get that done for this. So it's not. We are people who don't like to get attractive. We understand that, but we do try to get benefits for you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Yes,
yeah.
Is there a crystal level needed for the goblins, the jagged edge?
So he wasn't joking. Okay. No. No one will take the jagged edge job. So since it was passed on for 6 weeks straight, it is technically open to all levels.
Cool.
So yes, once a job goes unanswered for a week, it is activated by the crystal class lower, and then the crystal class lower until it gets the lowest. So chartreuse.
And that's 50 gold a head?
Let's see here. 50 gold a goblin.
A jagged edge specific, yes.
Yes, it's 50 gold a jagged edge specifically. So you'd have to. So then it is their ears. So if you brought in their head, that'd be pretty good. A whole body could do that well. It is dead or alive.
So-
and then of course you can get a bigger price for the queen.
So just the ears would be enough to show?
Maybe ears and brain matter or something. I mean, just so we know you didn't. You do have to provide proof of death.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. I just wanted to make sure we weren't carting around a bunch of heads with us, and if there's an easier thing we could provide.
Personally, the city doesn't love paying money out even when we do the job. So a head is probably the best. Like that's
Okay.
pretty definitive. It gives you the ears, gives you they're not alive.
Yes, you said dead or alive.
Right. If you did bring them captured, that is an option.
And this queen, how much is she worth?
Bargnut Scourge of High Road is worth 350, yes.
Yes. There's the 350 gold for her.
Question that I had is, so we got these colored gems, and if we complete quests, then we get presumably upgraded to the next color. Does doing this quest that no one else was willing to take or even able to accomplish get us? Do we skip a few colors?
Yes, since it was extremely high, there is a rule that you're not, no matter what you do, you can't go more than 3 colors up at a time.
Oh, okay.
But it usually takes months. So in one thing, I mean, if you survive, yes, you'd be up.
How many colors are there?
So there are 6 levels, but there's a good 50 colors. So the reason for that is you could be on a level. Let's say within the 3rd, which is the red family. But within that, there's the shades of red, and those dictate, as I was saying, certain clearances, knowledge of various things you're good at getting herbs and those sorts of things. You'd have to qualify your red, but you're qualified within pink in order to better. We know that you can take herb jobs. You've gone through the training to not ruin the product.
So
Things like that.
So it's like a rainbow where we go from the reds to the oranges, the yellows, and such.
Yeah.
Okay. And each tier, I guess, gives different privileges.
Privileges, access, even to the point where we will. Once you get to the higher ones, if you complete this, your gem would have a messaging component to it that would give you a basic 25-word description of a job that's open to your class, because any of those usually are more urgent, and so we would there's a bonuses associated with completing them quickly.
Alerts us of new DLC. I like it.
Yes, when you say this dropped from higher levels, do you mean like from red down to whatever the level below that, or do you mean levels within the color trees, that color family?
So this was originally only for the most experienced of people.
What color family is that? Yes.
Are we going by rainbow?
Yeah,
Violet at the very end, indigo before that, blue.
yeah. This is the DM not ready for the full thing. Okay. More backstory of the thing.
Are there 7 levels then? If it's Roigi Biv?
Red, orange,
Yeah.
yellow, blue.
Yes. So
green.
So you've got chartreuse, which is outside of the rainbow. So you technically aren't on the rainbow, but it ends in violet.
Nice. Ends in violence.
Wait, isn't
mean,
chartreuse the green?
It doesn't count though.
You had to come up with the color, okay, Onak? Oh, so many colors.
And to clarify, there's 50 shades within each color family.
There
No.
could be up to
Oh, there are?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
There's 50 shades of crystals present.
Okay. Total amongst the color families.
my guess is the shades get smaller as you get higher in tier.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Either way,
Yeah, they're explaining. Eventually, there's a cap of tier unless you're willing to be watched. They just don't qualify you.
Well, is this even is this colored candy? Did you?
What?
if we're not even good enough to be in the color scale,
We
did
haven't
he even
turned
give
the
us
belt
real
yet.
crystals.
Okay. Gotta start somewhere, Ariane.
That's right. So whatever I said before, it is going to go red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. So we remember it. It's easy for us to figure out.
Got it.
Which means if you complete this, you will be yellow.
Nice. Oh wow, we're skipping
Guys,
a lot.
he just said that there's a big old fucking skull and crossbones.
Yeah.
It dropped from violet down to not on the scale.
Oh, so they were saying we skip. I thought they were talking about shades, but they're talking about like tiers.
Yes.
Whole family.
Whoa, we don't even go to orange if we do this. Nice.
so
Skip orange
what they mean is that we start tracking down some of the jagged edge and we bring a bunch of heads back and then we go after the queen.
Right.
Or whole jagged edge goblins. Captured if we don't want to kill them all.
Yeah, it depends on where they're at. Like if they're all huddled together somewhere, we can plan an attack. Maybe bring someone like Pity the Foo here to help us out.
If they're all huddled together, maybe we can just start a fire. Yes?
It sounds like I really need to start practicing that lasso idea I had. But yeah,
Okay.
this is all good information. Speaking of information, were there any groups that like even tried, or did they just all pass it?
Who tried to do the jagged edge?
Yeah, did anybody even try this
Or
jagged
pass on
edge
it.
job? Or did everybody just be like, nah, we're good?
And I would say it kind of gets quiet. Like, our top team tried, and in one a wagon not driven by anyone came towards the city, and in it were all their heads.
Oh,
Oh,
Long live the Day Brigade. Long live the Day Brigade.
The day. Oh, the long live the day brigade. Well, we are the night class, and where day begins, night ends.
Everyone looks
she's
very
not wrong. Let's go.
Yeah, it made more sense in my head.
It's kind of
What
snap.
day
The band
begins?
starts back up. They're like,
It's
"Yeah,
night
what?
ends.
You're gonna piss people off." Just it's fine. It's fine. We're just okay. The night class. That's interesting. If that is true, I really wish we'd have said that before. Now it's almost like you're just making fun of them.
No,
Yes,
we're,
because stop it. No fighting. They're crystals.
I didn't mean that in an offensive way. I meant that we were honoring the day brigade by bringing on night.
You should really stop talking.
People tell me that a lot.
That tracks. So
there,
you
Hazel.
sign these, and they were actually very simple forms. It's like I agree by guild rules, and there's nothing fishy about them. There's like no fighting, no discussing guild rules with non-guild members. Things like that.
Yes. What is the reward outside of just the 50 gold per head if we truly manage to end this threat to the city? I'm assuming there's like a base reward.
There's a bonus. If if you do the queen, and at least 10 in one go, there is the guild, given the way everyone has passed on this, is offering a item from our stores.
Oh.
What kind of item exactly? Yet?
There's no exactly. That is not how it works. But we can say that they are all blessed by Ceres herself.
Oh yes, I was just confirming it was not like a cooking pot or.
Oh no. These are helpful, imbued with magical energy.
Or maybe like a cooking pot that made food by itself.
We have had those before. Those are really useful,
Oh, dang.
but not for a violet job. No. Though it is important to know you'd still only have access to red rewards, even though you'd be doing a previously violet job. Technically, it would be chartreuse swords, but we're probably we might have to give you red or orange. We'll figure it out. We'll give you what we can. It might not be as good, but we just
Okay.
it'll be good. I mean, it will just don't expect one of the. So technically, there were some items from the Day Brigade that has entered into it, but again, you'd have to be violet to do that. So don't expect, one of their necklaces or earrings or something like that.
Cool. Oh, okay.
One yells, "You give too much information! Stop! I have one job!"
I have a similar problem apparently.
Well, yeah, I think that was some good stuff to go on. Unless there you have any rumors about the recent activity that you'd be okay with sharing.
From
Goblins.
Jagged Edge?
Yeah.
That's right. Sorry, y'all. Give me.
No problem.
Go, please. Thank you. All right. So what we know is that a lot of people actually don't even take escort jobs anymore because of the Jagged Edge. So that's why we've decided to give crystals just for escort jobs to help, because none of these guys were taking them, so we don't want to die. Yeah. So from that, we know they attack usually only unguarded ones. They're hit and run, so they do their best never to stay still in a fight. We did have one that kind of got to the entry of their tunnels, and they said that they kind of burst out of hidden holes, kind of sliced, and then went back into the holes and hid once more, or ran very much deep. And then as they exited, they burst out of other trap doors on the way away to kind of hit and go again, and slowly would pick away people, get what they could. So if you spread out, if you separate, they will take advantage of that.
Yeah. Has there been a particular direction headed away from the city that's been hit harder than others?
It's mostly headed towards the city, actually. They tend not to go those headed away.
Oh,
It's more preventing
I guess
people from coming in.
I see.
It's mostly on the main road.
Okay. Huh. Gotcha. Trying to think of other questions. from the reports that you have gotten of people that have survived the attacks, has there been something they've been keen on taking more than others, like supplies or people or?
They for the most part seem to be taking everything.
Gotcha.
But favoring jewels, mostly what you'd expect from thieves. There doesn't seem to be patterns too much. They would
Gotcha.
take supplies.
We have
Wow.
noticed one pattern in the two we've studied. That was that they were taking medicine both times. When they hit the wagons, they took the medicines, and when they hit the other place, they had taken medicine as well. And the other thing I noticed about them is that they tend to walk in a straight line to hide their numbers.
Hmm. Interesting. So they always march single file. That's noted. Unlike the Storm Warriors, yes.
Storm Warriors?
The armies here wear white and black. Can't hit a thing.
Oh.
Back at it. I'm sorry.
No. Anything else we need to know before we, unless you have like a map of places they've hit, maybe we could triangulate the location of a possible base operation.
We don't, unfortunately.
No problem.
But I can list. So you do have to officially take the job,
Mhm.
and then not completing it can be grounds for expulsion.
I think we're going to take the job.
I mean, doesn't not completing it mean we're dead?
No,
You
not
could just
completing
you
means
could just
that
be
we
a
decide not-
coward.
Oh,
Oh, is there a time limit on
that.
this?
Well, if someone completes it before you,
Oh, okay.
or you take too long, you'd get warnings. And especially if somebody took it, you'd be told, "Hey, we have another person on the job." You can, at that point, give it up or race them to complete it. We do allow that.
Or could we work together with them?
Everyone laughs.
Oh, okay.
Theoretically, but that has never happened.
Just I've been looking at this book about friendship being magic, and I just think that message could really speak to us here. Anyway,
We're all friendly here, though. You should know. And he looks embarrassed, like outside the city. It's everyone for themselves. Don't be in anybody's way, or you'll be part of the road permanently.
wait, are you saying other groups are going to attack us for simply having the same job?
It's happened.
Wow.
but just good
No
to
one has
know.
this job currently.
Okay. Okay,
But-
yeah.
I mean,
Are we
that's
good?
fair warning.
We good with taking this?
I vote for taking it if y'all are.
I vote yes.
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right.
Ooh,
Challenge accepted.
a-
Da-da-da. Quest accepted.
I'm not paying for their funeral. Yeah.
Don't worry, my father will pay for it.
It's fine. All right. You are listed night class as good luck.
Are there any new violets? Yes.
No. Technically there can't be until this job is completed.
Oh,
Oh,
Strange custom, but okay.
If there's a job a violet had failed on, then it must be completed before new violets are given. It's meant to encourage people to complete the job.
So indigos, yes.
Mhm.
And yet, none have offered theirs.
We only have so many ranks, and the ones that passed were. I mean, frankly, if we had another one, it would be it. to say that they were pilots is a little bit of an understatement.
All right. Well, I think we should probably get started.
Yeah.
Unless there's supplies we need in town, we can head out and begin our hunt.
You are technically members, I guess, and you have the job, so you're signed up. There's not much else we can do. You do have access. So anything in the basic equipment player's handbook is half price here.
Nice.
Oh, with the exception of like plate mail.
So like not magic stuff, but like regular, right?
Right, regular gear.
All right.
And then you would have access for 50 gold. You could get any consumable common magic item.
Nope, I definitely don't have that.
Nope.
All right, but we will get paid soon. And I think we might already have some healing. Yeah, I know I have a healing potion.
Yeah, you have some stuff, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we could sleep here and then head out, or just start heading out now.
Well, I certainly don't have money for better heavy armor, so
Do we have a guess at what time of day it is?
This point, it'd be getting near night.
Yeah, I think we've found a room, then head out good and early.
Okay.
does this new place of ours have lodgings? Yes.
Interesting. Due to the rules, technically you can have a room. Usually that is not... It has to do with the fact that no one could take certain jobs, but usually those of the lowest don't have access because of they're the filled, but they're all open because of this. So, because no one's on a current job.
Great. So we'll take one, or two, or three, or four, or five.
Yes. No group is on a job now. Yes.
Correct.
Except us.
Right. Once something goes below, like I said, there's certain rules as far as jobs cannot be taken to certain ones done, especially ones that are given by the Celestial Council. So, or the Crystal Council, rather. So yeah. But yeah. So let's see here. We just need a cost covering fee of 3 copper apiece.
Okay.
You'll find. I guess we will make sure that there is the slop ready for you tonight and in the morning.
How many coppers? It's 10 coppers of silver.
Yes.
Yes.
10.
Okay.
As long as you ignore Electrum.
Oh, it's a cryptocurrency, really.
Okay, got it.
It's where everything is. It's going to go up in value, skyrocket. Down
So as long as they can do change, I can give them a silver.
yeah, they will. Yep.
All right.
1 silver.
I wait to get to our room because I'm assuming we're going to chat first. And just close the door and everybody's there. And I ear to the door to make sure nobody's like listening at our door.
Yeah, no one's listening.
Yes, are they all cowards? Yes.
I think it's probably more like bureaucratic. I mean, I'm used to political stuff like this.
If the scale is that large, yes, then the Indigos should be the ones on this job. Yet they've passed it down to below Reds. Yes.
Well, yeah, but I think here's the thing. I think once you get to a certain status in some organizations, you consider certain jobs beneath you. And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from them.
Yes, but the highest of them died. And now, instead of making a concerted, organized group effort to complete this, they all sit here complaining, yes?
I mean, I agree with you, but at the end of the day, we're going to make some money here. So now we also get to do something we were going to do anyway, which is get
Well-
rid of these guys.
What if so they had the high violet class that couldn't do this, and so the indigo class, instead of taking this, possibly failing it and maybe getting knocked down a few colors, they just passed it on and got to keep their color.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. They'd be too embarrassed to even try.
Yes, this entire organization is corrupt.
Oh yeah, definitely. Most organizations are.
Yeah.
But I think right now what we need is jobs. And
Yeah.
I don't think we're giving them anything that we weren't going to do ourselves anyway, which is to just get rid of these goblins. It's not like we're paying them anything. They're paying us.
Yes, that is why I agreed. But as of right now, I have a foul taste in my mouth for this organization as a whole.
Yeah, I do too.
I guess we kind of got two jobs because we might find some critters out there while we're
Oh,
hunting
right.
goblins.
Yeah, we got to find these animals because we can bring those in and make a little bit of money as well.
And maybe we could convince the animals to help us carry the bodies of the goblins we're going to kill.
Oh, I'm sure Pity the Foo won't mind, right? I
Can somebody refresh Jonathan's
That's
memory
right.
about who mentioned the heroes' bodies like animating and being like, "Hey, we need you guys to be like hush hush about this"?
Right.
Was that the guards of the city?
They were the Badger Folk gravekeepers at the cemetery.
Okay. But the cemetery is just all along the road.
Well, the cemetery was like before we reached all of the ash.
Yeah,
And so it was
Yeah.
like several hours outside the city.
right.
So
It's not
we
all
have
along the
many
road.
more.
There was one place it was.
Oh, okay.
It's a
I
very
thought it was.
specific
I thought it
place.
was specifically like that they buried them along the road so people could like honor them. As
It's along
they
the
were
road, but not
coming in.
all along the road. There was a place,
Okay.
a cemetery, gated area.
Got it.
I also have a question. Is there a chance that Zarian and Mouse remember anything? Because it's been 2 sessions, and I'm really curious about what their lives were.
About
Wait,
what lines?
Like we like the pre-luck stuff that we've been doing.
Oh, yes.
Neither one of them have had one, and I'm
Well, we've kind of been getting these flashbacks in combat. It's been
Oh,
something
that's
that
right.
happened in
not necessarily. I got
combat.
mine from a mushroom, so
Yeah.
maybe when we go get the goblins, we'll figure out who you two are.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Sure.
we are going to do them. I think there just wasn't a, and yeah. So
I'm just
we will.
curious.
It was what I purposely wanted to take a break from them to kind of give more of the. I'm trying to play with the spacing a little bit. That's all. Yeah.
Okay.
So we
I
either
think,
need to get in a fight or
just-
get high.
Yeah, because one of the things we talked about was it being long, right? Not being like, oh, we're just right here. So it's these things I'm purposely like spacing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, just so you know why. Yeah, it's but yeah, we will get to all of those.
Yes.
So we have 2 official missions, and then one that we could potentially look into on our own.
Right.
Which one's that?
The undead.
the undead,
undead
for
thing.
the badger folk.
I don't even remember that one, to be honest.
All right.
The heroes of the city have crawled out of their graves, yes. And
Yep.
we said that we could potentially look into that while we were hunting Jagged Edge.
I'm sorry.
And-
Where was I when this was being discussed? This does not sound familiar at all.
Holding Goldie, I think, telling
Yeah.
her stories.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it might have been one of the things where people were talking about something here that technically wasn't there or something. Because sometimes you do like not quite pay attention during those.
I also missed it in my review, but I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
it happening.
Yeah, that could probably be why. So
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure Zarian was the only person talking to them.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, they do crawl out. Yeah, so they were asking you to figure it out and find the problem.
Gotcha. Okay. And then we also have the egg storyline too. So
Yeah.
Yep.
that's another thing we can.
All right. So a thought I had when we were downstairs asking about the Jagged Edge is that they specifically target non-guarded caravans, right?
Mhm.
Now, I was thinking we could disguise ourselves as just a regular caravan, but then they said that the caravans going out of the city don't get attacked as much as the ones coming in.
Mhm.
So it might be difficult to get them to get the bait. But we do know that it looked like they were continually moving out away from the city, like they were setting traps further and further out.
That makes sense because they don't want to be close to areas where they could get. I mean, if you put enough pressure on a city like this, they're going to get a huge guard out there. So, I guess
Right.
that makes sense.
Even the storm warriors would hit something eventually.
I doubt
Yeah.
it. They're really bad.
But I do still think that maybe disguising ourselves as humble travelers, just trying to take our wares somewhere, might give us a.
I should be able to track them fairly easily, yes. And if we use intelligent tactics, smoking them out, potentially poisons or traps, I don't think we should have an issue finding them, yes?
And then that's the other question: is once we do find them, do we want to try and capture some alive to try and get information on where the rest of them are?
I think if we manage to kill Queen Bargot, Bargnot,
Bogna?
Queen
Something like that.
Bargnot, they will likely scatter. Yes,
Mhm.
lack
Well-
of leadership.
Yeah, but I was thinking, like, she doesn't go to every raid. She's not personally there for every attack.
No,
I'm
yes,
not there for any of them.
I track them back to her, preferably. Yes.
Yeah, we could follow them. And
Oh. I was thinking that they might have, like, tiny little camps everywhere and then one central camp. Then
they
so
do
we
have
don't-
underground tunnels. We learned that.
Yeah.
They have an underground tunnel network. So if we could find some entrances to those.
We
But-
found many entrances. Yes.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
I guess I meant like even more of them. Or I guess we could just go down there and take a look around.
But it might be like an ant colony down there, like find room after room after room after room, just going deeper, and you're kind of like a dungeon almost. Anyway, we
I still think we try to smoke them out. Yes. Find a hole
Yes.
for an entrance for one, and then we can follow the smoke to where it goes, because they must have holes to come to the surface. Yes.
Maybe they have something in town we could buy for that. For assistance with smoking them out and maybe
Oh.
setting up a trap.
Mouse, you can start fires. Yes. Mouse. Mouse.
No
Option
telling
to
where
sleep.
she is. Anytime she gets hiding, you know it's gonna be a minute.
You just disappeared and went to sleep somewhere.
Crap! I forgot what the cat's name is.
I'm back. Wait.
Mouse,
One
you can
time-
start.
I
You
thought I
can
could
start
sneak
fires.
away. Can I start fires? Yeah.
Okay, so then all we need to do is collect dry, or not dry, kind of wet wood or leaves and the like to burn in one hole to get the smoke to travel through their tunnels.
Yeah, but they probably have multiple exits, is what I was getting at. And
Yes, we
Yeah.
follow the smoke to those exits and slowly plug them.
oh, I see. Okay, yeah, we could do that.
We could
Especially
find
if we
some.
perch up high, we could get a good overlook.
That
We
is
can find some pines.
that is
that'll
not
be
likely
best.
to be possible, Hazelnut, as it is grassland, nothing high there. Yes.
Well, we could plant a tree.
You
I
could
figured you
stand-
was just going to stand on Oba the whole time.
All right. Sounds like you have a plan, and like then we'll end for tonight, and you'll probably be on the road starting next week, right?
Sounds good.
We'll start with you on the road.
On the road again.
Sounds good. And you wake up, and Pity the Foo is gone.
Oh,
'Cause it would be dawn.
yeah, he's gone forever.
All right. Those of you watching, thanks so much. Hopefully you all had fun. And we will see y'all next week when we get back to our game. See you then.
Good night.